Hey Virgo, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Light. Welcome to your Divine Matrix reading. So we're going to get started with a Soul's Journey card to see where you're at. The Divine Matrix is your life. So we're going to look at these cards in various aspects, including wellness, career, money, and romance. All right, so what do we have? Holy Spirit, show us clearly what we have for Virgo. And we got two that came out. We got forgiveness. This just had to come out because it's been coming out for everybody, and loneliness. So I feel like there's something that Spirit's bringing to your attention as far as I feel like this is asking for forgiveness, but I also feel like it's healing. So I feel like this, because this is blue, I feel like it's asking you to speak up and either give forgiveness or ask for forgiveness. So either apologize or um, or give forgiveness. And even if you don't have, if you feel like you just cannot speak to a person about forgiveness, then go within and at least forgive yourself and forgive that person within, because forgiveness is more for yourself than it is for the other person. This is about letting go and not letting that energy occupy you any longer. Easier said than done, but I feel like if you really look at where you are now and understanding that you wouldn't have been here had you not gone through whatever it was that you went through. So we have fear that came out on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like the fear could be of being alone. But the best way to draw in, um, whether it's soulmates or, soulmates that are your spiritual tribe or relationships, romantic relationships, the best way to overcome that fear is to be that to yourself. And again, easier said than done, but there's so much out there, positive affirmations and things that you can do um, to bring that energy to a higher vibration and overcome the fear. And you don't have to, totally overcome the fear before you step out on this journey. Part of the journey is stepping out despite the fear. And that victory gives you more confidence, gives you more understanding of how strong you really are. All right, let's get a power of love. And we have spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. And so I know that, like Virgo is known for being extremely organized and punctual and all of those things. But I think that you're going to find, like that serendipity in in allowing yourself to be more spontaneous. And that will allow you to kind of overcome some fear because you can't control everything. And once you understand that, then that serendipity will come through. At the bottom of the deck, we have evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Okay, so we're going to get a life purpose oracle card. And we have music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Okay, so music might be something that helps you to heal. It could be that you have musical talent, or maybe musical talent you don't even realize that you have. At the bottom of the deck, we have oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So if you've been feeling prompted to, learn tarot or oracle cards or do readings for people, then I feel like that is something, a confirmation for some of you to pursue that. Okay, so for the Divine Matrix, we're going to use the White Witch Tarot, and these are only major arcana, and so we're just going to get the strongest energies. So what is the main energy for Virgo? And we have the Moon. Okay, so that is that fear that we got over here. I'm going to kind of prop these cards so that you can see them, because they do tend to, they're abstract, so they do tend to prompt your own intuitive messages that I may not speak to. So that will make it more personal for you, as this is a general read. So the moon is all about fear and overcoming fear and acknowledging darkness within. Um, the light cannot exist without the dark, or the dark cannot exist without the light. And the brighter you shine, the darker your shadow, right? So it's something that you cannot ignore and you cannot neglect. So that's what I'm getting there. The moon also talks about dreams and intuition. What else do we have? And we have justice, and this came out for, was it Leo? I think Leo. Obviously, justice is, let's see if you pick up any other messages, but justice is about, cause and effect, karma, the justice system, um, balance. Okay, what else do we have for Virgo? And we have the Tower. Okay, so the Tower is that divine intervention, that shaking up of the foundation in order to, rebuild somewhere else. What else do we have? And we have strength. Beautiful. I love this because we were talking about how overcoming the fear that the moon and the fear card are showing, it lets you realize how strong you really are. And one more for Virgo. Oops. And we have the Chariot. Oh, I love the Chariot. Okay. So the Chariot is all about the having faith that you're being spiritually guided to your victory, to your success, letting go of the reins, letting spirit carry you to where you need to be. And I just feel like this is part of that spontaneity, just letting go and not needing to be in control, um, and allowing the magic to come, you be for you to be carried to the magic, right? Okay, so let's get started with the divine matrix. So we're going to start with wellness. And we have the moon card. And the moon card in regard to wellness is all about understanding that mental and emotion, you may need a mental and emotional check. And I say this because this is letting me know that you experience stress and emotional upheaval as physical symptoms. And that's very common for empaths. So I believe you're empath. So, I'm not a doctor. So this wellness is just giving you some insight as to the direction you may want to look at if you are not feeling yourself. So I feel like, it's bringing to your attention how much your emotional well-being as well as your mental health is important to your physical and overall health. Okay. And for justice, this is, about needing balance, and also understanding that what you like. I like the way that they portray this, because you could almost do it either way and it doesn't matter. What you do today affects tomorrow, but what you did in the past affects today. So this, any kind of, injuries from the past, or substance abuse or anything, you could have felt healthy for all this time, and then now, it rears its ugly head. So this is telling you that things that you may be experiencing now um, could have been caused by the way that you treated your body and your health previously. But it's also letting you know that what you're doing today will affect you tomorrow. Okay, and with the Tower, this is like a sudden change. So I do see that with the Moon card, there is this sudden change, and I have to believe that it's through stress. And I feel like music is going to be the answer for relieving your stress. I feel like this is something that you utilize, and it creates that higher vibration that is healing and helps you to overcome stressful situations. With the strength card is really a good card for wellness. This is talking all about how fit and healthy you are. I think that you may have a good regimen going, and the Chariot says that you may even have a new health regimen going. So this could be, adding things to your nutrition plan. This could be, you know, adding some kind of cardio to your workout routine, whatever it is for you, it's going to be different for each of you. But there's definitely a new regimen. It could be a supplement or vitamin that you're taking on the suggestion of somebody, whatever it is, or after research that you've done. Okay, so for your career with the moon, this is really asking you to stick to what you're best at. And that's where you're going to find the most success in your career. So we all have tasks and responsibilities when we work for, when we have a job or a career that are not our favorite. So Spirit is really bringing to your attention that your career will really flourish if you can um, showcase your top skills more frequently than you have been. With justice, you may definitely be in the justice industry, whether that's civil service or um, law, whatever it is. But it's also talking about the need for balance, for work-life balance. So I think that when we're looking at loneliness, I feel like, if you're feeling lonely, it's because part of it could be because you are working too many hours, just trying to not be alone. And that doesn't mean that you're living alone because you can feel lonely even amongst a large family. I have a very large family and I go through those lonely times quite often. Okay, so the tower in a career reading is like a restructure. So this could be like a lateral position change. This could be a restructure that's within your company because they've taken over another company, so they kind of have to redistribute the talent. So I think that that's why your top skills really kind of showing them off right now, and not being, understand that this may be a good opportunity for you to get into something if you're working for a company that you really enjoy because you're really good at it. With the strength card, we are seeing a little bit of impulsiveness, and we had that spontaneity. So I don't see you as really having impulsiveness, but this may fall into the need for control. So I think that sometimes there may be an urge to overstep your bounds, as far as authority. With the Chariot, you have a career plan and it's time to get back on track and stick to that plan. Okay, so that's what Spirit is bringing to your attention. So, as far as money goes, the moon is really talking about, um, you may have been like helping out people and be very generous, but because the economy is kind of in a flippant stage right now, I feel like Spirit's calling to your attention to hold back and just focus on your budget, your needs, because that way you're able to clearly see where the economy and the changes in the economy are going to affect you the most, so that you can plan accordingly. With justice, this is about being cautious with your money. And this is not to the point of fear, but just being mindful and a little bit more deliberate is what I'm getting here. With the tower, this could be like, really. I feel like Spirit is saying take no action as far as investments go. This is like let the bricks fall where they may if there's something, and then make your plan from that point. With the Strength card, this is about taking emotion completely out of it, and because it comes next to the moon, I think that there is that fear. So I feel like, don't have fear when it comes to your money, because that is, the universe picks up on that vibration. So with the Chariot, this is all about paying it forward. And I feel like, we had this moon card. So I feel like you've already been doing that, but it's not something that you have been accounting for in your budget. So I think that it's time to just kind of come back to home base before you start, you know, I just have this picture of baseball for some reason. Come back to home base. Instead of just tossing balls to the crowd, like make sure that you have enough balls. It's such a weird analogy. All right, so let's go to romance. I know I'm moving quickly through this, but the energies are coming to me really fast for some reason. Okay, so with romance, I feel like there has been some kind of energy coming in. The moon card suggests that there is an intruder into your relationship. And maybe that is why we need this forgiveness, and maybe you're not in a relationship. Do not allow yourself to believe that every situation is going to be like this, because guess what? Then for sure every situation will be like this. So if you're in a relationship, I think forgiveness is in order. It doesn't mean that you have to stay, but forgiveness is going to heal your heart, whether you stay in this relationship or not. With justice, this is all about balance and love. And so that's reciprocated love, that's equal give and take. I hope this is not transactional, where there's, you know, uh, where you're using like sexual activity as a reward, or they are doing that to you. That is a really kind of toxic way to carry on your love life. With the Tower, this is about not resisting and just moving forward and rebuilding. So don't resist the Tower. Don't feel like you're constantly patching a relationship and keep putting one brick back up because you're afraid the whole thing's going to fall down. Let it fall and then rebuild. And we got that same energy with your money, right? And Venus deals with your money and your relationships or your love. So I feel like that makes sense that they have similar meanings in that situation. All right, so with the Strength card, there is a need for serenity. And we got that before about limiting stress and, allowing yourself to be soothed and bring your vibration up. So this is really about limiting your stress and creating space for serenity. With the Chariot, this could be over emotional reactions happening, just wanting to pop off. So I feel like there is, I think a couple other signs got this card, and I use the example of Mel Robbins. I've been watching her lately, and she has this tactic where, when she feels like she's going off the rails or in the wrong direction, she counts backwards from 5, and it automatically reroutes you to take a different direction or perspective or path. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you make decisions from that point, and it keeps you from popping the fuck off, right? So that's what we got here. So let's go ahead and get some guidance to close this out. The speed read, which I didn't mean for it to be, but I just feel like it's just coming like a mile a minute. So you may have felt rushed. You may have felt the same thing, like you can't put into words the thoughts that are coming so quickly. Um, so that may resonate for some of you. So what do we have for guidance? Okay, so we have this one here. These are the Crystal Wisdom cards, and this is Shatukite Teacher. I have the divine wisdom of the universe within me, and I openly share it with the world. Beautiful. What else do we have? We have this one here. Amber, ancestors. My ancestors are guiding and loving me now and always. I am open to receive their support and wisdom. And Spirit is asking me to put this right there on the loneliness card. It's one of the things that you need to know, that you're never alone. Okay, we have this one here. And this is Agate, healthy body. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. And I'm going to put this right here on the strength card. And let's get one more. We have this one here. And it is Libyan gold tektite. Manifestation. I manifest positive outcomes. Absolutely beautiful. So those are the messages that came through for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.